Have you seen the content inside that item before you start saying it is good for you? As good as anything could be from the superficial appearance, there are things you do not conclude about it unless you know what it is all about. You cannot just say someone is good for you unless you have seen their flaws and their strengths, and you see how the person had managed situations. The way wrong people come around is not noticeable. And when you do not know how to identify these things, you will not easily know who the real person is and the person that is fake. God does not want you to mingle with the fake person. There is always something about these people. They're not whom they project to be. They're something you cannot predict. Fake people are those that tell you things that are far from their personality, because they want you to get to be with them or relate with them. Trying to relate with them is one dangerous thing to do, because they are filled with many kinds of deceit to ensure that there is no stone left unturned, just to cover up their lies and falsehood lifestyle. This is lying, and God does not want a liar in your life. Psalms 1:1. Blessed, fortunate, prosperous, and enviable is the man who walks and lives not in the counsel of the ungodly, following their advice, their plans and purposes, nor stands submissive and inactive in the path where sinners walk, nor sits down to relax and rest where the scornful and the mockers gather. But his delight and desire are in the law of the Lord, and on his law are the precept, the instructions, the teachings of God. He habitually meditates, ponders, and studies day and by night. The law and the desires of the Lord are uprightness and truth. This is what God wants from his children. And when you must relate with people, these are the people that you will relate with, so that you will have the right and truthful people around you. You do not need to allow fake people close to you. Making such people your friend is creating a space for the devil to live in your life. You may think they are human and not devils, but you must know that everything about the wrong people, those that their lives are not truths, they portray the characters of the devil. John 8:44. You are of your father, the devil, and it is your will to practice the lust and gratify the desires which are characteristics of your father. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaks a falsehood, he speaks what is natural to him, for he is a liar himself and the father of lies and of all that is false. Do you see that the devil is not truthful? When you're relating with someone that is not truthful and a fake person, then you may be like the devil. People will always rate you by the people that you have around you. When you have a fake person around you, people will see you as a fake person as well. God is trying to protect you from the dangers of having the bad influence around you. God is not delighted in the presence of those that will make your life not worth the glory of the Lord. You have to avoid them. You have to let go of them, and don't let them be in your life, because there are more serious matters of destiny that you have to work on, and not spending your precious time with people without the kingdom consciousness and value. Make your life great by allowing those that know what the kingdom requirements are for you. Those that will help you do well in your kingdom pursuit. Those that will support your dreams, and those that love you dearly without any deceit. God knows they're not real. As they've presented themselves, that is the reason God is saying, you have to avoid them if you must go far, if you want to keep your relationship with God working and burning. Because the presence of the wrong person in your life can disrupt things and make you lose your focus. Hence you have been struggling with things. If you do not know the fake people, if you cannot identify these wrong people, then God will always show you the signs that will help you easily know the fake people from the real people. Here are 3 indications that a person is fake. and God wants you to avoid them. 1. Not easily understood. The lifestyle of anyone that loves God be like that of God. The character of the Lord is written plain in the Bible with accuracy and clear understanding. When you have people around you that you cannot understand their ways, when they tell you today is different from what they told you yesterday, and there is no consistency in what they will tell you tomorrow, it's an indication they're not true and real. God is using that to tell you that they are fake and you have to avoid them. The word of the law is sure and it's truth. If you want to know the Lord, you read His words. The word of the Lord is saying God is the same today, same tomorrow, and same forever. You cannot afford to leave the nature of the Lord and relate with those that are not truthful in their kind. It is the Lord revealing these things to you and telling you that you do not have anything to learn from it or gain from this person. Your relationship with them will be disastrous because they will always want to use you to get whatsoever are their aims and what they want to have you do for them. When you see that someone is not easily understood, when you see deceit in what the person does, when you see that they are not what they told you they were, then you have to know that it is an indication that the person is fake. Have you seen when the word of the Lord failed or became false? Have you seen a situation where the word of the Lord is not understandable? Are you not supposed to go after the true thing of the Lord rather than things not true? The words of the Lord will tell you that don't do that. Do go out with the Lord so that you will not get things wrong with your life. When He is showing you signs, those signs are indications that person is not right and truthful. The person is fake and you have to avoid them. 2. If a person is always around when it will benefit you and disappears when you need them. True friends are friends you see when you need them and are always there when you need them the most. So many people tell you they love you. They tell you that no matter what the situation is, they will never let go of you, even if it will cost their life, but will run away and leave you alone when you're in a mess. When you actually find yourself with someone who has failed you in such a manner over and over again, you do not need to be told that that person is not real. The person is fake and does not mean what they have promised you from the beginning. The person is not trustworthy. You cannot live your life with such a person. They cannot protect you, neither can they represent you in a place where you need them to do so for you. God does not want you to relate with someone that lacks integrity, and that is the reason God is showing you this sign to avoid this person, because you're not made to be like them. God doesn't want you to be a victim of disappointment in your relationship with that person. Your relationship with that person will always be against you and for their benefit, because you have the right thoughts towards them. But they do not have the same thoughts for you because their mind is not really what they present to be. They want to get from you only and get themselves better than you are. God knows this. You may not know this, but with these signs, God is showing you about the person. It is an indication that person is fake and not truthful, so you have to avoid them. 3. When there is a lot of pretenses. As a person, you know it when someone is supposed to react to something that is not right or working the way it's not supposed to be. But when there is no reaction, that means that person is not interested so much to make those things right. You should know that everybody will always show it in their reaction, that they do not want the things that they have built to be destroyed. They will tell you they have an interest in that relationship. When you're making that mistake, they will not show that interest and pretend they're not concerned. That is a fake person. Sometimes they will help you, but that is not from their heart. They have other thoughts in their heart to accomplish, but just pretending to be good and caring because they do not want you to suspect their perverted mindset towards you. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things, and it is exceedingly perverse and corrupt and severely mortally sick. Who can know it, perceive, understand, be acquainted with his own heart and mind? Their heart is building up wickedness towards you, but you do not know because you think you have trusted them in the same way they trust and loved you. This is the reason God does not want you to relate with such a person, because these signs are indications that the person is fake. That person is likewise dangerous and toxic to your life. They will not help you to accomplish your dreams. Rather, they will use you to get their own blessings. Proverbs 4:14-16. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, do not go on it. Turn from it and pass on, for they cannot sleep unless they have caused trouble or vexation. Their sleep is taken away unless they have caused someone to fall.